Sometimes, even if we've prepared well enough for an exam, the result unexpectedly turns out to be bad. I know it's very frustrating and very upsetting to receive a grade that's lower than what you hoped for, but it's important not to let this get you down. If you can deal with these bad results and these bad grades the right way, you will find that at the end of the day, this is actually a blessing in disguise. I know it's hard for you to believe that. So this video is going to be teaching you how to turn that bad result, that disappointment, this failure that you're feeling into something very meaningful. Let's get to it. Hi everyone, what's up Clevy Nations? Welcome back to my channel. If you're meeting for the first time, my name is Clevy and I'm all about sharing my experiences through medical school and life by giving you tips that has helped me each step of the way. If you're just tuning in, this is episode 6 of our 8 exams like a boss series. You can check out the previous episode and the entire series by clicking right here or by checking my description box because the link to the whole series is right there. This whole series is dedicated to you and all your struggles with exams. In order to catch up on the entire series and make sure you don't miss an episode which you don't want to, make sure you subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get notified every single time I put a new video every Saturdays and 2 Wednesdays. Also, if you have subscribed and you want to be entered for a really great giveaway we are doing, stay tuned until the end of this video and I'm going to be giving you the details on how to win our grand prize. When we receive that result, either in a mail or when you see your result that it's being pasted in school, or if you check your results online or whatever form you get your result or receive your result, there is something I usually do. When I get the result, I first rush to check if there's anyone I failed or if there's anyone I didn't do well in. And then when I'm now done with that part, that's when I go and check the other ones that I passed. And if you also do this, I want you to give this video a thumbs up. From that moment we receive that bad result, there are so many things that happen to us. And for that reason, this video is divided into 3 parts. Because I know we're going to pass through these 3 stages. And they are the acceptance stage, the learning stage, and the planning stage. After dealing thoroughly with these 3 stages, there is something special that I need you to hear. And so make sure you don't go anywhere till you hear that thing. The first stage is the acceptance stage. And what just happens here is you just coming to terms with that bad grade or that bad result you received. I know it's not easy. That's why I'm going to go into details on how to accept this bad result or this bad grade you received. Get this from me, at least from someone who has failed a couple of times. Receiving a bad grade isn't the end of the world. Don't think that this one bad grade represents your worth as a student. I'm no magician, but here is what I know by just talking to you. The very fact that you're concerned shows that you're motivated and you have very high expectations for yourself. That being said, I want you to avoid punishing yourself for receiving a bad grade. Don't be too hard on yourself. Stop beating yourself up. What I want you to do is try to learn from that mistake and strive to do better in the future. Here is something that helps so much. I need you to put that your grade in perspective. What do I mean by that? Remember that a C is usually considered average, B above average, and A exemplary. And so putting that your grade in perspective, maybe your grade isn't really that bad as you thought. Remember, we are still in the first stage and we are talking about coming to terms with this bad result. And so what are you going to do? Once you receive a bad grade and you want to cry, please cry. Let it out. Vent it a little. Venting it to a friend or a classmate or a family member can really help you cope with that bad grade. So go ahead. Cry if you want to, but don't cry for too long. But make sure you do this. Don't suppress your emotions. Don't do that. Suppressing your emotions will only make it worse down the line. I know when you fail, this failure seems monumental. It feels that everything is really bad. It feels that you're the worst student on earth. It feels that you've let so many people down and you're a disappointment. But the truth is, dwelling on this grade further while in this heightened emotional state will only make the problem seem worse than it is. Because there's really nothing good that's going to happen to you right away, because you need to let these emotions subside. And so I need you to put some distance between you and that bad result. Give it space. So how do you put some distance between you and this grade? You could sleep on it, talk to a friend, listen to music, exercise, forget the world. If you're like me, you watch videos. You can do that fun thing you normally do, that thing you so enjoy and you typically get lost in. It's now time for you to ask your friend who has a birthday party coming up soon, because doing all those things I've mentioned and that thing you love doing are all healthy ways to reduce this anxiety. You failed an exam, sure, and you're depressed and you want to talk to someone. Do it. Discuss your issues and thoughts about exam failure. It will help you understand better so you can begin learning from it. Here is a big but. But don't stick to negative thoughts related to your exams, as holding on to such thoughts is not going to help you in your next attempt for your exams. If you're worried, stop fretting, as this will only lead to an increase in anxiety. So the long and short of this first stage is for you to just stop feeling bad, accept that result, and let's head to the next stage. The second stage is the learning stage, and one of the ways you can learn from it is by figuring out what went wrong. And so let's go into details about this stage. Instead of getting depressed and grieving about this failure, hear me. The most important thing to do is to look at this your failure, this result, with an analytical view as to determine the reason behind it. Wipe your tears, pick up that result, and try to identify what caused that failure. Identifying the point of failure is critical for retrying and succeeding. Now it's time to ask yourself these questions. Why did I fail? What is it that really caused me to fail this exam? What could have produced a better result? What could you learn from this so that it doesn't happen again in the future? Was I completely distracted in class that I failed to pay attention to the lecturer? Or was I unmotivated to study? Try to find answers to all those questions so that you can improve your results the next time. Finding patterns in your mistakes is a good way to isolate and overcome your problem areas on your own. Do you continually keep coming late to class? If so, be punctual. Do you go to class every time and end up not always writing notes? If so, make sure you write notes. Do you always skip some questions that are difficult to you without attempting them? If so, make sure that the next time you're answering questions, try to at least attempt them. So make sure you look out for all this sort of patterns so you are able to stop them and prevent them from happening next time. Remember, it's a pattern, it's a cycle, and so you need to stop it. Remember, we are still in the second stage, and that is the learning stage. I know that you are already thinking, can you actually ask your lecturer for feedbacks? Yes, you can. In fact, let me share my own experience with you. I want to know if this just happens to only me, but there's some exams that when I'm writing the exams in the exam hall and I come out, I'm really so confident that I really hope to have an A, that I hope to have 90, 95, 80, and I don't expect anything less than that. So there was this one exam that we wrote, and I was so confident about that exam, and only for the result to come out and I had 75. When I went to meet him, and I was like, oh, good afternoon, sir. I was like, afternoon, any problem? And I said, yes, sir. So last semester I offered this course and you were the one handling the course. You opened the part that I didn't do well, and he opened it up and opened the marking scheme. And when I got my answer booklet and the marking scheme, and I looked at it, and at that moment it dawned on me that the question I thought I really answered, I had it wrong. I want you to also ask your lecturer for feedback. The truth is, they know your strength and your weakness. They are the one that marked your script, and so they know what you missed out, what you should have added that would have given you a better grade. The third stage is planning, and this is where you develop an improved plan of attack. So let's go into details about this stage. Once you recognize the areas you need to improve on, you can take the steps to do so. Make positive changes in your life where necessary. You can write out a study schedule and follow it strictly. This is where time management comes in. So make sure you consider other activities and obligations you have, and be sure to allow plenty of time for studying. A regular schedule can significantly reduce anxiety and improve performance. Remember, the enemy of time, so just be sure to avoid procrastination. Get some sleep. The amount of sleep you get heavily affects your mood and your ability to absorb and retain information. Don't forget to also eliminate distractions and make sure you prioritize things that matter the most. Be positive. This is what can help you rise above this depressing condition. I know it's hard, but don't just keep thinking about this failure. I want you to think above it. Bring in the positivity inside you that can help you move ahead with a wide view to success. So just think about this bad result as just one bad day that won't get repeated in the future. I need you to always remember this. Being positive does not mean ignoring the negative, but being positive means overcoming the negative. Ask for help when you need it. People will help you. Don't be embarrassed to ask a question in class. If you don't ask, how will you know? Let me tell you something. I know that there are some of your mates that are going to laugh at you for asking a question in class. But the truth is, even if you call them now and ask that same question that you wanted to ask, they wouldn't know the answer. So just forget about them and ask your lecturer for that thing you don't understand. Asking for help shows that you're smart enough not to accept ignorance out of pride or some fear of embarrassment. All the videos I have on my channel, tutoring centers, teaching office hours, study groups, all exist to help you succeed. Always remember this sentence: none of us are above needing help. I know it's not as simple as it looks or sounds, but move on. While you may not be able to change the grades you receive, I think there's something I know you can do, and that is you can take the necessary steps to improve. Try to consider this failure as a learning experience and forgive yourself for this mistake.
One bad grade isn't going to determine your future, and it isn't going to define your aptitude as a student.
You see, we are on this journey to success, and guess what? We are supposed to fail. And as you fail, I need you to add to this journey. I need you to learn something. I need you to discover something, because it's not about the failure. What it's about what you learn along the way. It's about who you become along the way. I need you to decide that it doesn't matter how many times you fail, you will still courageously pursue your dreams. Don't care about what people will say, and don't care about what people think. This is what gives your life meaning and value. And so I want you to remind yourself, after every defeat, after every setback, after every time you get knocked down, after every failure, after every bad result, I want you to remember that if life knocks you hard, I need you to land at your back, because if you can look up, then definitely you can get up. Failing an exam doesn't make you any less intelligent or less capable of achieving success in life than people who even got a better result. Just think that this failure you had in these exams is just another step towards success. So I need you to have the courage and strength to overcome this failure and move on. I need you to courageously keep holding on to your dreams without losing enthusiasm, because here is what I know for sure: failure is not the end. It's an opportunity to gain insight. If you watched the official kickoff, and that's episode 1, you already know that this episode is the second to the last episode, because there are just 7 episodes in this series. My next video, episode 7, which is going to be the last episode in this 8 Exams Like a Boss series, you don't want to miss it, because I'm going to be talking about the things you should and shouldn't do before exams. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. You will see a subscribe button just below this video, so make sure you click on that subscribe button and click on the notification bell to get notified every single time I post a new video. And if you want to enter our incredible giveaway that we are doing, where 2 subscribers will emerge winners, they will be asked what they need in school, and one of their needs will be met. So make sure you check the details to enter in the description box just below this video. And you need to be watching all the videos in this series, commenting on all the videos, and to follow me on Instagram. And of course, you know, there are subscribers that will win, so you need to be a subscriber to win the prize. I would love to know what you think of this episode and comment your major takeaway. If you enjoyed this video, you're definitely going to love these two playlists right here. So make sure you click on them to watch it. Clevy Nations, I can't wait to see you in my next video. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay blessed. I love you. Thank you for watching.